Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. This episode reviews an informative article from this show's producer, senior technical writer Curt Robbins, entitled What Accenture's 11,000 Layoffs Reveal About the Future of Your Job, that was published on LinkedIn on March 11. All right, let's get right into it. We're going to start with a pretty significant and frankly sobering prediction about what AI's impact is going to be on the professional world in the very near future. You know, what's really striking here is the sheer scale of this forecast. We're talking about Dario Amodei, who's the CEO of the AI company Anthropic, and he's projecting a potential unemployment rate of up to 50%. 50%! And that's specifically for entry-level white-collar workers. A number like that, well, it really sets the stage and shows just how serious the changes we're facing are. So, predictions about the future can be pretty alarming, but it's absolutely crucial that we ground this conversation in what's happening right now. So let's shift gears a bit, away from the forecasts, and look at a concrete, real-world example that proves this transformation isn't just coming, it's already here. And that brings us to our main case study. We're going to focus on the global consulting giant, Accenture. They've recently gone through a massive and very telling restructuring that is centered almost entirely on artificial intelligence. So here's the number that got everyone's attention. 11,000. That's how many employees Accenture laid off last September. But here's the key detail. This wasn't your typical cost-cutting move. The company was very clear. They said these were individuals they considered essentially untrainable for the AI skills they now require. And if you want to understand the scale of their commitment, just look at the price tag. This whole move was part of a staggering $865 million restructuring effort, and that money was tied directly to the company's big strategic pivot to AI. Accenture's CEO, Julie Sweet, didn't mince words about the reasoning behind this. This quote really lays bare the unsentimental and purely strategic calculation they made. The logic was simple. If an employee's skills couldn't be quickly adapted for the company's new AI-focused direction, then their job just wasn't viable anymore. Okay, so here's where the story gets really interesting. It's much more complex than just a simple story of job cuts. We need to look at what the source article calls the headcount paradox, because it reveals a strategy that's all about workforce transformation, not just workforce reduction. And this brings up a really critical question, right? If the goal was simply to downsize, to shrink the company, you'd expect their total headcount to go down. But when you look at the data, it tells a completely different story. Let's actually look at the numbers. In 2023, Accenture had 40,000 professionals working in AI and data. But look at their goal for 2025, 77,000. They're planning to nearly double that number. So this is definitely not a company that's shrinking. In fact, it's hiring aggressively, but for a very, very specific type of skill. So what was really going on here? It was a wholesale swap. Accenture wasn't just letting people go. It was carrying out a very deliberate, large-scale replacement strategy. It was, in effect, swapping out its human generalists for a new specialized class of AI-ready professionals. What this case study really does is send a clear message to today's professionals. The focus shifts now from what the company did to what this all means for you, for the individual trying to navigate their career. And the conclusion from the source material is pretty blunt. It's upskill or get the boot. In this new environment, professionals really have a binary choice. You either adapt and upgrade your skills, or you risk being left behind. So what does upskilling actually mean in this context? Well, it means a commitment to continuous learning. It means you need to learn and actually play with these new generative AI tools to really understand what they can do. And then you have to find ways to use them to make yourself more efficient and more productive. The end goal here? It's to become what we'd call an AI asset, someone who's indispensable to your organization because of your AI skills. Now, this isn't just a challenge for individual employees. The responsibility for navigating this massive shift, it also falls squarely on the shoulders of leaders, both in companies and in government. And we'll leave you with one final thought, again from Accenture's CEO, Julie Sweet. Her point is that understanding AI is no longer optional for leaders. It's a prerequisite. The choices that are being made right now about how to integrate this technology, about how to reshape job roles, these decisions are actively defining the future of work for all of us. Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you like these videos, use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee or hire us for your AI coaching and training. We encourage you to subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share this video to help us reach a wider audience.